All right. All right. Get myself situated. Let's play some games, yo. Oh, you know what we don't have on? I don't have the back on. And, bro, I had an IRL objection. I had an IRL objection to the use of second and third buttons today. We'll just make this thing dance a little. Let's do that today. We'll do that and call it good. Oh, it was fucking hilarious, bro. It really was. It was fucking hilarious. All right, so we are going to, we're going to be leveling. We got ourselves a Dark Knight party to start the day. I just happened to see a shout. I'm the level sync and they're not going to like me. Yo! Where you at? T-Babs, how you living, bro? Hope life is treating you well, even though it's been a minute since we gamed. So I actually partied with this red mage before. We'll see. It was a red mage and a white mage, and they struggled to keep haste up. So we'll see how it goes. Yo! Yo, Al! Al making it get all cray on a early Monday morning. Happy Monday to all. Angus, how you living today? Al dropping that tier 1, 11 months of support, dude. Oh, Zan's bringing everybody down. Zan's bringing everybody down with the first, second, and thirds. Super Donk, good job, number 1. Al, I don't know if you were here when I said it to Zan, but I had an IRL complaint over the use of over the use of first, second, and third. I laughed. It was good. It was good stuff. Angus, how is your Monday going, dude? Welcome in. 50 levels to go, guys. We have 50 levels, and then we'll be ready to kick Matt's ass 14 times. But only 50 more levels of going out and getting XP, and I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait to be done. I'm serious. I can't wait to be done. Like if you can take yourself back. I am, Al. I actually hit a rejuvenated moment over the weekend. If you can take yourself back to when I was leveling Thief, and we're talking year and a half ago, and how Thief was such an arduous climb, and I was so just like chewed up, spit out by the grind. That is how this freaking Matt's cap has been. It's like, will I ever get there? And yes, 50 is extremely close. Luckily, we're really good with the jobs we have. I'll go ahead and throw it up as we're walking. I did make some major progress yesterday, which was totally unexpected. It wasn't my intention. My ranger was level 48, and it's an in-between level, right? Like either I could sink back down to like 41s, or I could, be too low to go to like a level 50 camp. So I decided I'd use my XP scrolls, my weekly XPs, and I bumped it up to 50. And I was like, okay, I'm ready for the Sewer of Sandy. But then I got an invite. It's like, you want to do a ranger burn? And I'm like, I've never fucking done a ranger burn. Let's fucking do a ranger burn. So yesterday I went to KRT. It was 4 rangers, a bard, and a white mage. And let me tell you, I am going to go back there with my ranger to get it up to 63 probably, because it was insane how much XP you get in this. It was pretty cool too. I actually ran into Charlie Tack Team. The Raven himself was out there in my party leveling up Ranger as well, which was super cool. Haven't seen Charlie in a hot minute, so I had to have some fresh air on Sunday with Charlie. Oh, T, man, that's life, dude. Life does that to you. Wait till you hit my age, dude. wait till you hit my age. It just never stops. You think you'd catch a break. The reality is we all got a break. We all got a break 20 years ago when we were in our early 20s or teens. That was when the break really was. Yo, T, dropping a 60 streak, bro. A 60. 60's big numbers, dude. Oh. Not to be outdone. Mr. number 2 and number 3 of the day dropping a 60 as well. Let's go. 60 is huge, dude. Yeah, that's a weird one too, Al. I don't understand exactly how the add-on really works. Like, how long do you have to be in the stream? Do you have to talk? You know what I'm saying? Like what it does to register people, because some people just don't get registered sometimes. It's weird. There we go. Al dropping a 60 as well, guys. Y'all are next level. Y'all are next level. I appreciate it. Oh, man. So remember last week? Last week when I was saying, man, I got a bit of a cough going on, right? I've just not been doing so well. Yeah, I had the flu. I was out of commission for a good 3 days. And you know what my worst symptom was? My worst symptom was the swelling of my joints, right? The swelling of I couldn't even play games. I couldn't do anything. Yo, wow, get something good, dude. You don't have to talk. You can just lurk. Thanks, T. I didn't know if it would count it or not. But damn, it feels good to finally, like yesterday. Saturday, I kind of felt better. It was the first day of like getting good sleep and feeling okay. Sunday though, I was back to normal, which felt good, right? I gotta be careful. I'm gonna aggro shit. You'll be diving into Fellowship today. What are you doing, T? Oh, the game is called Fellowship? I've not heard anything about it. That was one Super Donk and I were in a bit of a what to do. Oh, I just noticed something's fucked up with my let's see, did they pick a thing yet? Nope, and we're not gonna move. I gotta adjust something. I just noticed my I was fucking with some of my stuff this weekend. If you can't tell, I moved my camera around yet again. Oh, and I need to do this. We need to I've got to adjust. I thought I had this chat overlay right, and I don't. Bear with me, I got to do a quick transition, a little transform. Oh shit! No, you can't catch me when I'm not looking. That's not even fair. Yo, Hugin, 20 fucking months, bro. 20 months. Damn. I mean, that is amazing. Thank you so much for the support. 24th till 3rd. All right, this thing is pissing me off. I need to adjust this. This needs to be like 650. And then let's bring it down, down, not up, down. Yeah, I made some UI adjustments over the that was the one thing. You'd think I worked on some Twitch, but I had to do some UI adjustments. Yeah, I feel you. I can't lock it till I close it. There we go. That looks better. All right, X. Who's X? That's our paladin. We're heading this way. You were talking to like IRL, Hugin? Because that's possible. Yo, Zan, I'm so sorry. Oh, man, let me catch up. So you got good news. You have a buddy who does some IT stuff. Oh, so yeah, Zan's computer shit the bed this weekend. That was the DM I didn't want to get. Oh, man. I feel so bad for you, dude. And there's just nothing, right? All right, so all these are taken on this side. They just let us know. No, just on Discord. I got to do that soon. That's one I got to do a better job of. That's one thing I've been doing over the weekend, Hugin. Speaking of the almost 2 years that you've been a part of the community, I got to get a refocus on the community. Like once I'm done with this Matt's cap, and once we get into like HNM silliness, like I got to get into some more back to the basics, right? Some more community events and just helping and hanging out with others. So the one thing as we sit here with this, you know, I don't even want to call it a delay anymore. It just is what it is. But as we wait for TOAU, like finding positive things to fill the time is something that I got to do, because it's so easy to fall prey to the, let's call it the hate that is waiting. No one likes to wait. Odds of that thing staying lit till I get over here, very small. Playtest. So T-Babs, what kind of game is this? Stand prayers, bro. Please let me through. Please don't turn off. Let me through. Let me through. Thank you. Yeah, T dealt with his struggles as well. And that's no joke, right? I mean, that stuff's no joke. It can just... Tech problems suck. Oh my God, this guy's really hoping. Okay, so I'm totally fine with a Dragoon Sam. They're not going to pull, they can shed enmity, right? Oh, is it just them? I saw somebody fling, oh, they're using power boots. Powder boots is what's happening. Luigi coming in, dropping that prime sub. Yeah, I know, I got a party on Dark, right? 6 months, bro. Thanks for all the support. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we got a nice party to start the day. We'll hope that it continues, right? We do have HENMs coming up later today, although I don't know if we're going to do more than just tier 1. It may just be a tier 1 kind of day. It's hard to say. But we got the train going now. You guys are sweet. I appreciate it. Yeah, it looks like we're going to do fire. We'll see how it goes. That was supposed to end with a question mark. I get you, dude. The shift key was not your friend. Oh, it's all good, my man. Yeah, you know what it was? Somebody shouted they needed a level sync 63. And you know what I said? I have a 63 job. I have a couple of them, actually. But yeah, getting Dark Knight, some prog is going to be huge. We are going a Scythe as well with Dark Knight. And we'll see how it goes. Like, my gear is looking pretty good, at least in my opinion. Still rocking the level 45 head and feet, because there's really not much for TP sets that really help. But we're looking really good. Picked up a bomb core, so that'll give us a little extra oomph. So we'll see. Huh, that's interesting, T. So it's just a loot game. You just get loot. Now, Zan, that's one thing that's happened to me twice. I've had to reinstall Windows. The big thing is make sure that your buddy, hopefully he knows what he's doing, he can copy off your hard drive. At least get power to the hard drive to be able to copy it off, so that you don't lose like photos or anything else that may have been on the computer. That's interesting, T. That's interesting. And you know what it sounds like? It sounds like a it sounds like a, I mean, it's a dungeon crawler, number one, but it's a play and sit down game, right? It's not like there's like the grind of leveling, just the grind of actually getting loot, which is the grind a lot of us like. That's for certain. Berm, how you living, dude? Welcome back in. You got my message, right? You got my message. Today was the day. Yeah. So let's go over things that are going to get me killed. That elemental is going to get me killed. Oh, you've been out of town? Oh, dude, 2 weeks in a row of it? Ugh. At least, hopefully, you're in a place that has better weather than where your home is, right? Yeah, you know, T, and that's one of the things, I think that's one of the biggest struggles with Final Fantasy XI is that it's the polar opposite of that, right? It is the game where you have to have hours to make any prog, and that is a struggle. Kind of like I had an XP party. I tried playing on Friday. I thought maybe I could go on Friday, right? It took the people, they were super picky on who they were trying to get in the party. Took them 45 minutes to fill the party with 30 people seeking, right? Took them 45 minutes. We get up to camp. The first fucking mob, the healer is standing like over by the bridge, aggroes a statue, dies, right? And then home points and has to walk the whole way back up. So it was like when they finally got back up, their IRL buddy is like, oh, got a work call, have to go. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? It's been an hour and 15 minutes and I got 200 XP. Like, this is an XP party, right? Like, and I just logged off. I was like, I don't have the constitution to do this. I'm out. Take care. Nice to meet you. If you're waiting on one person to come rep, it's no biggie to wait for two. But it was tough. It was just one of those situations. But it's back to what T-Babs is saying. Some people may be in the middle of their boo boo boo, like the no care, no worries kind of thing, right? And unfortunately, like not everybody's that way. People have limited playtime, and so they want to maximize the time they have, and that's the issue or the opportunity. All right. Get ourselves. Make sure I have food before I get too caught off looking off stream. Why did all the lights turn off? That's fucked up. Why did all the lights turn off? Pandusel XI. Yes, this is Horizon. Do you play Horizon? Do you play retail? I have love for both. For a second there, we were going to be in trouble. You play both? Hell yeah, dude. I gotta figure out what's up. My TV shut off. That's no good. That turned off? I had everything turn off. I'm not having a very good tech morning, let me tell you that much. All right, there's that back on. I keep turning on the lights upstairs. That's what I keep doing. It's awful blue. Oh my God, he doesn't have a weapon. How did you not know? We've been in this party forever. We were gonna sink to level. How do you not have a weapon? How do you not have a sky weapon? Help me help you. right, let's see if this Sam wants to open up, and we'll go ham right here. I don't know if I have to open or close with Scythe. I've not done that before. Nice. Let's see how we get here. Oh. So I saw, Berm, you're up in Pennsylvania. That's no good. Yo, you bought yourself a Rogue? Let's go, dude. Rogue is the best. It really is. I mean, that is literally what I'm using every weekend when I play. And it really is. It really is quite nice. All right, hot dog's tanking. This is silly. This is silly. Our poor, I mean, I mean, like, maybe. I mean, I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. Let's see how this goes. Playing both from bed, dude, bro. That's me. That's me 100%. Hey, Pan, what do you do? What is your main job here on Horizon? I know retail, it's like 1,000 main jobs, right? None of it matters. Or none of it is as impactful. Let's just say it that way. All right, we got ourselves healed. We have no songs. All right, there we go. There we go. Yeah, Berm, Super Donk and I put in some serious time with Star Wars back in the day. Yo, there you go, Rat. That is the main job, right? The main job is being a fisherman. We're just gonna have fun today. We're just gonna have fun. Yo, Hugin, yeah, literally. Bored enough to make a third rat. I'm sorry that's the case, bro. Sorry that's the case. It is what it is, though. And that's the thing. We just have to deal with it. It is what it is. Yeah, like, see, I can't even close this thing. Let's just let the record state, if you see a hardcore die, it's not my fault, right? Just understand that it's not my fault. Doing everything in my power. All right, this is gonna get spicy. We're gonna do our abilities. That hurt. That hurt, and nothing I really could do about it. I would say the paladin could shield bash, but guess what? They can't do that. The Dark Dental Pick Scythe, dude, rat. Everything on a Taru is so fucking small, dude. It is so. It's kind of like I was looking at that samurai's great katana, and I was like, yeah, mine looks like a toothpick. It's just silly. Oh, dude. Yo, you know what it is, Zan? They don't have a weapon, dude. They don't have a weapon for a sky party. They were in the party. I mean, guys, like I was in this party 10 minutes before I went live. They were in this party for 30 minutes, knowing that we were going to sync to 63 and didn't bring a weapon. That's, I mean, it's a hot dog party. Like if I'm not the party leader, I swear to God, I end up with the silliest of silly parties on a continual basis. Abort? Yeah, seriously. No, I mean, that's the nice thing, though, that I will say with us having some in-game events coming up a little bit later. It kind of sets me up to have an out. Like, I have a hard out, right? So, unfortunately, you know, just under 2 hours, I'll have to leave. And so, hopefully, we'll get, like, a level or two. And we'll call that good enough for the morning session. Numa, how you living, dude? Hope you're staying warm out there. Guys, I'll tell you this one, too. This is another one that got me when I wasn't feeling well. Dude, we got, like, 1 foot to 2 feet of snow. It was terrible. And then all weekend, this was like Thursday into Friday, we got all this snow. And then on damn Saturday, it was 55. Yeah, right. 65, 70 degrees. Yeah. Bro, I'm standing outside in shorts in over 1 foot of snow going, damn. It's February. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I was worried about that one too. All right, make sure nothing's going wonky with our gear. You know what's crazy, Berm? I still have snow. I still have, it's not a lot. Like wherever it was piled up, it still piles. But there's still several inches of snow. Super jump to the rescue. I still think it's hilarious that we have a paladin with a staff. Yeah, Hugan, I'll be honest though, like the warm weather sure does feel nice. It's been such a cold winter here. Any kind of warm up is just glorious. The bummer though, there was so much snow on the ground with the warm temperatures, like raging rivers of runoff. Like that was real. Like definitely got an overflow going. See if we can do our moves here. TP, please. Oh my god, the whiff. The whiff on a slow weapon is so brutal. Really is. This is going to be a silly party. Yo, Numa. Seriously, right? It's 60 streak day, guys, and I mean, the support is amazing and I appreciate it. Really do. It's awful blue in here, though. I'm not a fan of the blue. Although, if you're unaware, I definitely am still, definitely still going to stay in Sandoria, in Bastock for quite some time. I do believe I am going to be a long member. A long member. Yeah, there is, Rat. There's you've got some exclusive gear that's actually pretty nice to get. Like the presidential hairpin. There's like probably like 4 items that I'd like to get that are all like, you know, those conquest type stuff, right? So I mean, until TOAU comes out, we're still living what we're living, right? So it's not like getting out of conquest is going to be something that happens. All right. Yeah, so we'll see, Rat. And you know, like the really nice thing for anybody that I got lucky, like Tilly, all of us who switched when we switched got lucky, because what happened was every single one that we needed came available this week. So like literally in the course of 2 weeks, I have all of the outposts, and that's amazing. 2 weeks in 1 day. Boom. I mean, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do with this paladin. I feel bad for him. Yeah, it's 50 MP. But it's one of those caveats, right? You got to be in area, and this is where Bastock being last stock wins, because it's in areas that are not part of your home nation. And that's like the good thing. Like once you get the gear from Bastock, the good thing is Bastock isn't in control ever. So all the latent effects all trigger where like Windy or Sandy, because they're constantly in first place, some of that gear just, you know, it's trash if you're not getting the ability. Maybe. I don't know. That's one I don't know enough about. You're talking about the arrow? Or is it the bullet? Whichever one comes from Windy. Glad I had this buff going. Yeah, limited shot macro. Yep, wrap. Yep. Then again, that's like it's kind of like off meta here on Horizon, where you have everybody doing guns. Oh, you know what God, you know what I'm forgetting to do? Boy, this is one that's really got me fucked up. I need to make an absorb strength macro. This is a problem I have. I don't know about you guys, but everybody who plays like on a handheld and a desktop, like, you know, one of my struggles is with keeping my macros the same. That's what I was missing. I was trying to figure out what I was missing today. And I'm missing absorb strength. I still am laughing over here at this staff, right? The staff is funny. Berm, I hope you're having a good day yourself, bro. Feels so bad. I mean, like this paladin, you're talking no shield bash, no damage. Who cares? Who cares if he's taking less damage? Because the reality is he's not tanking. It's unfortunate for them to be in this situation. That's not a good one. MW, what time of day is it, bro? I'm 63. I'm the level sync in the party. And you know, like, here's the deal. Like, once I got guillotine, it was time to put down the axes. Dude, yeah, no, his issue is the level sync. He lost gear because of level sync. Like, I don't think he has a weapon. Like, he does a good job of holding the initial hate, but then once we get going, it's unfortunate for him. And you know what else sucks? I mean, I think he only has 100 MP. So it's not even like... Oh, get the shadows up. Get the shadows up. Get the shadows up. Oh, and our bard is DCing. Whatevs. 25 minutes in, it's one of those. Yeah, M-Dub, that's the thing, like, trying to get everybody dialed in. But it's always really important too to make sure that you're not wasting everybody's time and that you use the time as the party's setting up to make sure you're good, right? We all make mistakes. Don't get me wrong. We all make mistakes, but being able to oh shit. Oh shit. And they just said I'm out. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is what just happened, guys. They kicked him. They kicked the paladin who didn't come with gear without telling them. This is the say chat conversation. I don't reward bad behavior. Use this as a learning lesson. I mean, like, fireball, fireball, fireball. Like, that is a lot, dude. That is a lot. You know, MW, maybe they did, right? Maybe they did. Maybe I'm not the only one, right? Maybe I'm not the only one. I'm just saying, everybody loves peaches and cream, but the nitty gritty, right? We're not in a friendship party. We're in an XP party, right? No, MW, I've been known to do a couple things before, but I also tell them prior to it happening, because kind of like what you said, they may have an LS mate that's willing to run a weapon out, right? Or to run something out. But yeah, to be in that situation, that's tough. Now the upside, it's not a Galka. We have 200 MP. Vanna Steels, is that what that is? Vanna Steels taking all your gil. I'm happy to say I was part of the first. Yeah, Zan, 100%, dude. 100%. Oh, yeah, no, MW. Yeah, you're bringing up some memories. Yeah, I've been known to do some things. I've been known to do some things. I'm not as brutal. I'm not as brutal as what just occurred. That was kind of blindsiding. And they're not leaving, right? They're sitting there. Yeah, see, and here's the rebuttal. So back to what he said. I don't reward bad behavior. Use this as a learning lesson. And this is the thing, right? Would have been fine if you at least gave me a heads up, right? And that's the deal, right? And I'll give the party leaders some credit with what they're saying here, like, or the people in chat in the party. It's like, be prepared, do the right thing, all those kind of Spike Lee joints, right? Rat, I don't know who these elitists are, and how did I get sucked up into their thing? Oh no, Zan, they got kicked. Our paladin got kicked. Let me grab a drink. We're still waiting on this bard to come back. And so that's the unfortunate situation right now. And now this is another one too, okay? This is another one that's interesting. So now the logic is that the bard purposely redballed because of the paladin. That's the conversation going on. It's wild. Well, they would have, M-Dub. The whole reason we stopped is because the bard DC'd. That's what our pause is right now. But the same thing, like, I never got a refresh ever. Yeah, the party's redeemed. We got an Elven. I feel bad for the paladin, for the Galka who got booted. Now, MW, that is important as well. But as it stands, we be chilling. We be chilling. That XP an hour is going the wrong way, friends. Oh my God. Now everything is imploding. Now the red mage is leaving. Wow. So the red mage left because they said, I doubt he cost us the bard. And he goes, I'm gonna bounce, man. Your attitude sucks. Take care. Wow, this guy is on fire, right? Drama, 100%, dude. When we talk about hardcore, we didn't realize that hardcore was gonna make people hardcore. It's brutal, dude. Well, I mean, here's the thing. This is where people make a lot of mistakes when they're leveling, right? Like, let's use Sky. You need a weapon that's 63 or lower. You don't need a 66 weapon. You're never going to fucking be 66 in Sky, right? You're always going to be trying to sink down low. Same thing goes like the crawler camp. You need that 55 or less weapon. Who cares if you want to bring a second weapon, right? For when you level, kudos, right? But like the logic of not having a weapon at what, the level is for everything is just silly. Yeah. You know what, Luigi, they are. And let me, I need to re-add something back to Lumia stream. Yeah, it's on YouTube. So everything's changing with it's a slow process, bro. Unfortunately, dude. I suck. I suck. I'm an old man. Everything is changing over to everything staying on there's chatbot. On YouTube, because of the problem with Twitch is Twitch only keeps stuff for 60 days. So what I've done is I've done a YouTube channel that's just getting off the ground. There's two. I have 2 subs, guys. Come on now. But that's where everything is going to live. I just have to find Well, let's say this. They did quickly get us more people. And unfortunately, they got us a thief. And they got us a thief that's very far away. Yeah, you know, it's one where like you got to be careful with what you want to do weapon and gear wise, right? Like, you know, I deal with this problem. You know, it's like a 55 sync versus a 60 sync. Well, a 60 sync's nice, right? You can use like a hobby, you know, a scorpion, like a lot of things can be used, but that doesn't mean that the XP an hour is going to be better because maybe you're at a different camp with different mobs. Like if you're fighting raptors, they attack so fast, so often, like your healers have to be on point. Versus maybe staying I think I mean, like dude, we're having a case of the Mondays here with our parties. I'm not gonna lie, it's a case of the Mondays. Alert. I swear it's a command. Gotta hate it when I fuck with shit. That's one thing with this new yeah, that's why is it not there? Here we go. There it is. Do that, that, and that. And let's edit it. Sorry, when I was streaming with Tilly last week, I turned off several things, but now I got them back on. So there you go, Luigi. That's where you'll find everything. For good, bad, or worse, that's where everything was gonna live. Yo, Ramrock, dude, we just had epic explosion in the XP party. Earthfire, how you doing? Welcome in, dude. Yo, Luigi, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, and so unfortunately, that's like everything going back to like Christmas, and that's about where it stopped. I really wish I would have done this 2 years ago so that everything for the entire journey would be up there, but this is where it's going to be. So clips will still live. There's no real way to get rid of clips on Twitch, but things will get imported to YouTube and everything will be YouTube. So Ramarok, here's what happened. So we had a paladin who came to the party and we all grouped up. We all came here together. They didn't have a weapon or shield for level 63. So they decided they would use a staff. And the party leader did not appreciate that. And without informing them, he repped them. When the rep got here, kicked them from the party. Our bard DC'd as all this is going on. And it's just one of those it's just one of those silly situations. So the Galka you see is the paladin who got kicked, and the paladin, I don't even know where the fuck he went. Our other paladin went somewhere. He's roaming around somewhere. Absolute chaos on a Monday morning, dude. Look, I'm very happy I'm not at the center of it, Junior. Like, it's not the dog's doing. Can we all be happy with that? That it's not Hot Dog causing all of the chaos. Oh. Well, Zand, and that's one thing too that's very important, like, and I struggle with this as well. A lot of us come from retail server mindsets where you have this never-ending influx of new people leave, all that kind of craziness. And so like your rep, while important, isn't as important as it is on a private server. But something else, who knows what real character this person is? Right? If this is an alt or if it's them, who knows? Yeah, you're gonna run into the same people again. 100% Zand. It happens religiously, dude. Yo, donk, I do too. Although my XP an hour is going the wrong way. But it's silly. It's silly. It is what it is. These two fools are walking, so it's gonna be a minute. Now, Luigi, that is the number one rule. Like, this is a game of time management. Like, the reality, the average Joe doesn't have 60 hours to put into this game each week, where you could take a down hour here or there. Most people have limited playtime due to life, IRL. I mean, come on, we're 20 years older than we were when the game launched. It's silly sometimes how it goes, right? Yo, Berm, no one cares about XP an hour in an XP party. 100%, dude. Yeah, no, seriously, Rat, it's a hardcore party, and it's not just the moniker by their name. They are beaten down on some stuff. Well, Ramarok, the bigger issue was the guy never had MP, right? Excuse me. He was a Galka, so he only had 100 MP regardless. And so the bigger issue for them wasn't between a sword and a staff. Like, that bro needed a club, because he couldn't even like help heal, right? And so that becomes the issue. But not having a shield means you don't have shield bash, which is one of your mechanics, right, for enmity, plus a stun, right? So it is what it is. Yeah, 14's such a good game. Yeah, for the cash, it definitely is. For the cash, it definitely is. Oh, this is so now everybody coming in the party wants to know the drama that's part of the party. Oh. Right, and I feel bad for the paladin too, because we all make mistakes, right? We all make mistakes. And unfortunately, in an MMO and in an MMO structured like Final Fantasy, your mistakes affect other players. And it's tough. And I get the vibe, right, that they're throwing down, right? Where, don't half-ass, respect my time and I'll respect your time kind of mentality. I understand it. And I've definitely employed it at various different stages of this Matt's cap, which will bring out the worst of you, by the way. But damn, no XP is not good. In good news, we got through a ring charge. He's really going to be pissed when I pop my ring again. Oh, the dog is going to get booted. But we're making some prog. And it's good. Like I said, we're looking really good. This week's we got 3 days of endgame activities, but I don't have anything else really going on. So we'll be able to make some good prog. Sam, Dark Knight, you're looking at like 6 hours. 5 hours for each one to hit 66. And then, guys, you're talking, we're at the crawler camp with 4 jobs, and then 4 jobs in Sky, and we're done. Done with Matt's cap. I cannot wait for that day. I cannot wait to not feel like if I don't level, I'm falling behind in some way. Because that's the bummer. It's kind of like if you start building a relic, but life throws its curveball at you and you have to take months off, and then all of a sudden, now you're focused a little differently, but you're already like stage, 3, right? Working on stage 3. And it's like, well, but now I just don't have the money, but where's your relic? Oh, you don't have a relic, and it's like this back and forth, right? Crescent, how you living, dude? Yo, oh, dude, it's going to be awesome. Now, I'll say this. The nice thing about doing the staggered climb that I did, kind of keeping things grouped level wise, really helped me with inventory space because it is a nightmare. It is a nightmare. And especially having Bard is one of my main jobs in my wardrobe. Like, it's a nightmare. But the thing I'm going to do, because it's going to kind of work out, is once we get all the jobs to 66, I will keep sky gear, right? For all the jobs. Like, it's not going to be like everything BIS, right? But just so I can go out in XP on these jobs, a lot of it, goes with other jobs as far as being able to use it. It's kind of like just like a hobby or whatnot. But like getting rid of like this 45 gear will be nice. There's nothing wrong with the 55 set of gear. I use these earrings in my idol set regardless. I use these rings right here always, right? So it's not like I'm gonna free up a ton, but it is gonna be we're about to start up again. If you need the restroom, get a drink, I suggest you do it now or your ass is gonna get kicked out of the party. Like, that's where we are today. Oh man. But I will get a fair amount of space back. But you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think potentially I'm gonna flip flop stuff, where like I had my Bard in my wardrobe, depending on how, because like my end game constantly evolves with what job I have to take out there. I'm going to be leveling up Dark Knight to 75. We'll have a Zerg job for that. And we're going to level up Paladin. And we'll probably, between those two jobs, play those two jobs more. So what I may do is do a really big laborious or laborsome organization of all my gear to try to make stuff work. The bummer is my black mage, it's so decked that black is like always a job if the situation allows. So that's where it starts to get really difficult on handling gear and ensuring that you have as much gear with you, because nothing sucks more than having to get like 50 slots of gear out of storage just so you can go do an end game thing, and then have to magically have 50 open spaces in your inventory, let alone any spaces for loot or anything like that. All right, for fear of getting kicked out of the party, all right, I'm gonna heed the party's warning, and I'm going to run to the restroom and get settled because I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy that gets the boot, right? That's never a fun place to be. So give me like 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes and we'll be back. Let me get myself set up. There we go. But Lord, every time we XP, we run it. I mean, so many people have such wonderful do XP situations, bro. I get the gambit. Even when I'm just a member, it's not like I have to be the party leader to be surrounded by that. All right, dude's in the zone. I'll be right back. I'm still in the party. I've not been I've not been kicked out yet. Oh man, going back to that other party that took so long. Yeah. Oh no, Berm, you actually can kick the dog, right? Come on. Some people like to troll, dude. Um Back to that party where I spent an hour and 15 minutes and got like 200 XP. I went through two fucking soul sushis through that as well. So not only did I spend an over an hour of my life to get 200 XP, I spent like 4K on food for nothing. For to watch the timer tick, dude. It was beyond silly. Oh, beyond silly. And bear with me this week as well, guys, as we oh, there's our thief. Yo, if he has a staff, that would be awesome. He is wearing a staff. This is fucking epic, dude. Please tell me. Please tell me that the thief is using a staff to troll. This is awesome. Oh my god. Ridiculous. But bear with me this week. I am all filled with energy right now. We'll see how this week goes, right? So unfortunately, some of the streams may be a little shorter than normal as I get the engine operating. They totally were trolling, by the way, when they came up here with the staff. It is nice to see. Oh my God, Cure 2s aren't going to do it for you, buddy. Oh, this guy's on the chopping block already. This guy is going to do it. Yo, thank you, Berm. You mean the dog is going to 30,000 feet today? Let's go, dude. That's one nice thing. I got T-Mobile, and that's one thing with United. Like I always have T-Mobile. One of the biggest benefits I think to being a T-Mobile person. Let's hope it later, Junior. Yeah, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that as somebody's boarding, right? Yeah. We can't put. It's been a bad juju Monday, so we got to be careful with how much of that we're throwing out. Damn right they do. Damn right they do. Hey, Junior, did you see the Lakers just kick the shit out of the fucking Nuggets the other day? National TV. Very concerning. Dude, it was very concerning. I was like, are you kidding me? This is not good. This is not what we want to be seeing right now. Yeah, I think JJ, the best part about being a really good player and a player that's like cerebral like that, like he really understands the game, it does allow him to come up with some good ways. They did a great job with the Joker, dude. They shut the Joker down. And that was frustrating. I'm surprised this Dragoon isn't getting like clapped at because they they're not using their TP. This is a dangerous party to be in. This is like Survivor Party Edition. Oh, dude. Yeah, so M-Dub, so swords used to be the thing, and it's a change here on Horizon. They added a weapon skill that wasn't originally available. And the easy math, right? Yeah. The easy math is it's like 50 MP pretty much for every 1,000 TP you have. And then at 72, when you can use the Martial Wand, which actually gives you a bonus 1,000 TP to the move, you literally are getting, it's close to like a Cure 4 every 1,000 TP. And so that, in my mind, is like extremely nice and helpful. This is getting spicy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, Hugin, the whole problem with it is it feeds too much TP. So while, yes, you could say that you're going to get a lot more MP back, the problem is the mob is just going to be TPing nonstop. So it's kind of like a wash, right? So yeah, you're right. It will. You will get a lot more TP. The problem is you're spending a lot more MP. Yeah, that could be helpful. That could be helpful. Personal opinion. Personal opinion. We just got to get in a rhythm. We're just not in a rhythm. And so it is what it is. I wish that something I had would skill chain with these fools. That's my biggie. Yeah, kick the dark for summoner or bard 100%, dude. No one needs that Dark Knight in their party. Oh wait, that's me. What are you doing? MW, you trying to kick me out of the party? Use slice? I'm not using slice. Dude, I would get kicked out of the party if I do that. I'm gonna try to bash this first TP move. Spam AoE weapon skills. Oh my god. You guys swapped Axe and Sturmwind? Oh my god. I could. Now the Axe and Sturmwind is potentially more viable than any other suggestion. But still, it's not a good one. Really, M-Dub, Dark was your first? This is the highest level I've ever had a Dark. Not been something I've been a fan of. Wow, mark my words. This is a thief. I don't need haste. That's something I never said as a thief. But you can really tell the difference of not having a bard, right? Like having that increased damage, having that increased accuracy just really is helpful. Damn, that's a quick one. Oh, rat. No, so that's one of the things. So this guy's going to be a Zerg. I've got my Gimp Zerg weapon. And with the changes to Sub Samurai and with Haso and everything, I'm thinking maybe I just stick with that. If I get a no club, I get a no club. I am not going to grind that. I'm not. I did that once before, not doing that again. You struggled getting Dark Knight to 37. Dark Knight just gets a lot of bad juju, right? They just do. I'm definitely going to sub Ninja though. I'm definitely subbing Ninja on my Paladin the whole way, for the whole rest of the way from 55 on. We are not going to deal with We're not going to deal with too much. No, M-Dub, the problem with Sub Samurai, like in Sky, if I take too much damage, I'm fucked, right? Like I have no, I'll be the healer's worst nightmare. And yeah, and this is the problem, like leveling a job versus endgaming a job. Like in endgame, that Paladin's holding hate constantly. I just do the most damage I can do. But in a party situation for XPing, they're just not that good at holding hate. None of the tanks are. So you have to do a real balancing act between doing the most damage you can do and also and also, can I get this one? Jeez, I can't even get that one. And so it's tough. Well, Berm, that's because it was different, right? That was the thing. It was a bit different in 14. Everything was easy. Everything was good. Everything's homogenized. But yeah, him taking every hell dive to the face is brutal. Hell dive's the one, right? Like we can all heal through the wind move, but that hell dive just takes so much out of you. No, August, you're right. It's not far behind, and that's one of the things that I actually think the changes to the SAM, or the bug that they squashed here on Horizon, I think it's actually going to bring things a lot more in line. So I think that weapon actually is going to be a decent weapon for Zerging. That's my take. Angel, like here's the deal. It all depends on the player and the gear. So something that is out of era that we have here on Horizon is we have Enlight, and Enlight is a wonderful enmity tool for your paladin. And that's what I go with. Yeah. So now I wouldn't actually go dual wielding with mine, because here's the problem with dual wielding as a paladin below level 75 is that you do not have access to both shadows. So your shadows are going to go down 100%, right? Continually, they're going to go down. And if you don't have a shield to let you block, well, then you're not a paladin anymore. If you don't have a shield, yet again, that's not having shield bash, right? Which is a not being sub warrior. That is a major enmity tool for you. So it's tough, right? Jeepster, what up, dude? Welcome in. We're doing our best. We're doing our best in an XP party. We're 5k away from a level, which will mean only 2 levels left on Dark Knight. Try to bash this first move. Lack of MP is going to be my issue, dude. Lack of MP is going to be a major issue. Because the red mage can't afford, they're struggling so much with MP, they can't afford to throw me a refresh. Hell, I can't even get haste. They're struggling that much, right? Yo, who dis? Oh, really? You think so? I think it all depends on how everybody it is, but the mobs have to have MP, right? Like I'll ask for this thing. It's not going to give me anything. Yep. 0. So that's the problem. You can't just say I have Asper. I can get MP, right? The mobs actually have to have MP for it to work. So that becomes its own struggle. Dude, rat. That could be something that happens, right? I do have a Prey Gorget. I do have one that I fucking A. I have a macro on the other one. My Lua is overriding it here, and for some reason it keeps equipping the Peacock, so I have to turn off my Lua to get it to work. But it's still only 1 a tick, and then you're talking about losing 10 accuracy for 1 a tick, right? That's a lot of accuracy to lose. But that's only like 3 MP. That's minimal. That's a lot of work for minimal increase, right? And here's the way. You're reaching for a straw. I'm with you, and I'm with you. But like part of the opportunity and or the frustration is that wi- without having that accuracy on such a slow swinging weapon, if I would trade what little MP there could be just to keep it up. So he got 49 right there, if you were able to see that pop. 49 MP off his weapon skill. Yo, dude, it's tough. The reality is I'm not gonna get it. Like that's the reality. And it's kind of like this guy resting. You're never like, here's the thing. The fact that the paladin is resting tells you how low the XP an hour is, right? Because the mob's not here, because the thief didn't leave, you know? Because it's what, 30 seconds, 20 seconds plus a tick? So that's the tough. How much was the weapon skill? Let's look. That one was 830 buffed. Yeah, it's every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes is a big boy weapon skill. Got refresh because they're probably lurking. I got refresh because they're probably lurking. Come on now. I did get refreshed though. That was the one thing. The other red mage, yeah, they couldn't handle it at all. It is what it is. Been thinking about coming back, but outside leveling Beast for a sub job, I wouldn't know what to do. Now, Beast, if you're going to level Beast for a sub Beast kind of mentality, you have to level it to 75. And so that's time, right? I agree sometimes, especially when we are, everybody's waiting. Like, and I'll use Tilly as a good example. Tilly's somebody who's just progressing through endgame for his first time on Horizon, right? So for them, there's a ton to do, right? But for the folks and us who've been grinding this game for 2 years, some people are reaching for things to do. And unfortunately, we just have to kind of wait. There's no other way of saying it. We just have to wait. And be okay with waiting. Yo, dude, MW, remember that shit? You remember the club day on Beast? We were in Sky. Dual wheel clubs, bro. Dual wheel clubs. I get in so much trouble in this party. They would literally, this guy would straight up kick me. Oh, now, so Angel, so that's one thing then I'd really recommend the Horizon Discord. And if you're not already part of an in-game link shell, the whole link shells looking for members or members looking for link shells, and try to find something that is happening when you want to play, right? And that's the key, right? Is to find a group that plays when you want to play and make progress that way, right? It's tough. Trust me, I have problems. I have problems with staying focused, right? With actually staying on track, staying positive, getting done the crap I need to get done. Like after so long, there's only so much of it you can do, right? Yo, there you go, Jeepster. Congratulations. Do you find yourself a social shell? Saved my thief's health right there. He was about to get smacked. Well, you know, an angel, one of the things I would tell you, I would really get into logging. Logging, I think, is super easy money if you can find spots during your time, and or finding what works for you and your schedule, right? I think one of the problems most people have with playing Final Fantasy 11 in general is that making money is really fucking hard. Right? Making money is really hard. And since making money is really hard, people level and they level and they level because leveling, you could say, is easy, right? The problem is you out level your money and you need money. I mean, I had a buddy who literally quit playing because he ran out of money to do Limbus. Well, it's like, yo, you know what you should do is you should spend some of your time actually making money. And that's what's hard for some people because there's not many. You can't say, I'm going to do end game, now I'm going to be rich, right? That isn't how Final Fantasy's played. So you got to find the right fit for you. Yeah, Jeepster, yeah. Having chat going, having that discourse, even if you have a simple question, right? Knowing that there's other people who may be in the same situation is huge. Everil, how you doing? Welcome in. Happy Monday. Well, but you have to. So it seems like where your struggle, Angel, is money. Money is your struggle. So you got to figure out what to do. I mean, fishing is good money. Everything is a grind. There's nothing you can do that didn't take a grind to get there to earn a million gil. There is no, go complete one quest and here's a mill, right? It's not go farm for 10 minutes and here's a mill, right? Everything takes time and money. Now, something you can do to make money if you want to stay more like end game oriented is to join an HNM link shell and use your points to buy money drops and sell those money drops. That's one way that you can do it, but to do that means you're pretty much saying that you're going to spend all that time and not get maybe some of the gear that you would like to get. I don't know. It's half a dozen of one, right? Yeah, and that's the key. The key is just finding what you're willing to grind. Everybody's different. Everybody's different in what they're willing to grind. But if you can find your niche, you just stick with your niche and use that as your source of income. And that is going to be what that's going to be. All right, so I'm gonna rest with them. Let's see what we get. 17 seconds. 17 seconds. Not even gonna get a tick. Didn't even get a tick. Resting was pointless, right? That's what I keep trying to get across. Like, resting is not, I mean, like level 20 party, you have to rest. Not in these parties. The way guillotine doesn't match up with fucking anything. Was a dud. Gonna try this again. Yo. Yeah, the problem with clamming is until this summer Sunbreeze Festival, getting out to the island to clam takes some serious time. And the nice thing is once you get the body piece, you can teleport out there once a day and it makes clamming 1,000 times better, right? Yeah, our dragoon is sub samurai. That's the one thing I try to always share is no matter what we think players should be doing, players are going to do whatever the fuck they want to do, right? It's not as if they're going to do what's meta all the time. There's not. I'm amazed how many people clam, dude. There's so many people. Like I was out there, so my fishing is 51 and I'm fishing blue tails out there on the beach. The amount of people I see clamming literally boggles the mind. It really does. So much more than I would have anticipated. Well, very true. So like for me in that matter, I wouldn't clam. If I didn't have that piece, I wouldn't clam. I think the time lost, you're better off doing something else. Because it, depending if you make or miss the boat, it could take you 30 minutes to an hour to get out there. And you could make money in that hour, right? Oh, Rat, that's terrible, bro. That's one I took advantage of. The first Sunbreeze Festival we had, I min-maxed that son of a bitch. It's too slow. It's too slow on the bash. About to level. Under 1,000 TNL. We're struggling to pull the mobs, man. So literally, he's just letting them get a tick. Literally slowing down our pull speed. Yeah. All right, let's see if my spell lands. Negative. Negative, Ghost Rider. Negative. Yeah, see, I wish I could do anything right there, and there's just nothing. But I will take 400 to swing, right? It's as good as it goes. So, Michael, what's up with changing the name, dude? Help me understand Loxin. Saw you on the other day and I was like, who dis? Who dis? New phone. But yeah, the key to happiness in this game is finding a way to make money. And no two people's strategies are the same. Dude, I swear I saw you streaming yesterday. I swear I saw that name. Uh-huh. I did. Don't even call me silly, bro. Don't even call me silly. Really? Well, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I saw, yeah, it was some kind of working thing or studying thing that was going on. That's what I saw. What did I drain for right there? I missed it. I thought I hit like 300. I did. 313 on a drain. Let's go. Really? There you go, dude. I think honestly, when it comes to like super grindy MMOs, I think taking a break or rebranding or taking it up a bit sometimes is like the only way to keep playing. Sometimes it's a bit too much for some. This fire elemental is going to come out of the bushes. You watch. Yeah, it can get toxic, can it not? I mean, even your boy here can get toxic. I mean, we all can fall prey to it. The Dark Lord calls to us all. like it's tough. And especially like what's been a real struggle for me here on Horizon has been like, where's our bro? There he is. Has just been the delay, right? I think if the delay with everything wasn't there, then I think you wouldn't be dealing with as much because people would be occupied. I think when you give people too much free time, maybe they make not the best decisions. Yeah, exactly, because people are bored. 100%. And that's where, like, for me, I just chose to do something that I'd never done before, right? Like, I chose to do a Matt's cap because I've never done it. I've never played a lot of these jobs in 11, right? 14, sure, right? Yo, who dis? Do Tarus get more bored than other races? Yeah, because we're so short, bro. Like, our fill-up meter is, you know, I mean, look at that. I'm like knee high. Of course I fill up on hate faster than the average bear. No, it can't, dude. It can't. Well, if it wasn't, see, that's why the weapons have to be so small for Taru, is because our reach is so bad that if the weapon was full size, we just couldn't do it, right? Krabby, how you doing today, bro? I saw you had a really successful, or at least a lot of people involved with a community help weekend. That was really cool. Oh my god. Oh my god. MW, come on now. Let me pay attention. I feel a TP move incoming. There it is. Dude. People popping gods right now. My latency is not there. Yeah, Crab, does that not seem like your usual of late, bro? Like, and by of late, I mean of like 6 months, dude. 6 months of struggle. Yeah, since summer. Yeah, 100%, dude. You think there's any chance for you to get a reprieve? By the way, did you get your relic done? Doubtful on the reprieve. Yeah, relic is done. Congrats, dude. Yeah, sorry I haven't tuned in. I'm telling you, like, this is one where like age wins. I suck at like all the content creators that are like nighttime. NA night times. Like I struggle. There's so much that I'm either doing, or maybe I smoke too much, and I don't sit at this desk at night. Like, I sit here during the day and I'm upstairs at night. So it's a bit of a challenge for me sometimes to feel like I'm involved. Even when my nemesis is at play. So what's next, Crab? If the relic's done, if Matt's cap's done, and I know there's a Sammy list of stuff, right? We're not talking about Sammy right now, unless Sammy wants to, yeah, you're right. I can't even be a nemesis anymore. I'm inferior. Subpar, subhuman. Taru, half size, half pint. Small guy. It's literally the Sammy list. The Sammy list is everything. Really? So, okay, so let's fast forward, Crab. Like, we're not going to talk TOAU, but let's fast forward. Let's say Sammy's done. Let's say Sammy is done. By the way, did Sammy get a Matt's cap also? I know they leveled a whole lot with you, but I was unsure whether or not they, done XP wise, just has to do the fights. Yeah, I empathize with that statement. 50 levels to go, dude, and then it's nothing but 14 fights. What could go wrong? But yeah, one of the things that I too am gonna struggle with is once I'm done with HENMs, or I'm sorry, once I'm done with Matt's cap, the only real thing left is HENMs. We're gonna do it, but then we're in that terrible, excuse me, we're into that terrible situation where there's not a lot of content. And that becomes its own struggle, because then logging in becomes a struggle. By the way, we leveled and I didn't even notice. 64, baby. We definitely are drifting to the elemental. I'll agree with that statement. Oh, it's about time to get hyped. Let's do a weapon skill. Let's go all in on the boom. Here we go. Wow. Man. I will say that Rampage is so much more powerful as a move. Yo, Hugin, this is gonna happen non-stop, right? Like I'm gonna look, we're gonna fail We're gonna fail some Maat fights. There's no way around it. It's gonna happen. Yeah, sight's capped. Yeah, the only thing that we could work on is we could work on Great Axe or Great Sword, but my Great Sword's 21. I didn't care at all to level it. So for me, it's a bit of whatevs. Turtle, how you doing this morning? Welcome in. I saw Turtle and Merlin leveling over the weekend. That was another one of my whatever parties. We were killing rabbits near that raptor camp. That was just a whatever party. I did, MW. Yeah, I capped it on Beast. Oh, you just slammed a new MacBook, but should I buy one of these 5080 pre-builts or what? Like, I'll be honest, after I bought my 2018 or 19, I forget which one it was, my MacBook Pro, I'll never buy another MacBook again. Not personally. If work supplies one, yes. But dude, I dealt with so much heating issues with that I'll never buy another Mac as a dedicated laptop. Yeah, there you go, Angel. 100%. Finish it to sell it. Liquidate. The XP was terrible, Turtle. It was kind of like this. It was well over an hour to level out there. It was tough. But yeah, I don't know. So when it comes to dude, don't buy a 5080. Did you see the price tags? Like, forget the 5080s. Did you see the price tags on the 5090? Holy crap. Like $8,000 for a graphics card? Like, I mean, literally, does it have a glory hole in the machine? Because for $8,000 for one component. Yeah, you know what, Seven Eyes? So that was part of the problem is my whatever, 18 or 19, I forget. It was the first year that they fucked this up and the overheating was such a problem. But it's Intel. It was an i9. And that was per the specs, dude, this laptop should have been gangbusters. Video editing, I used it all in television, but it overheated constantly. I literally had to travel with a cooling pad just so it wouldn't overheat when I was downloading data and stuff. Yo, Rat, I don't know, man. I was looking at the prices of it this weekend because some of the specs on the net, yeah, data. Some of the specs on the 5090 are ridiculous. I mean, it's as big of a jump as the 4 series was over the 3 series. It's that big of a jump from the 4 to a 5. We'll see though. I mean, just like everything, if you have the best tech, it doesn't mean your computer's going to be the best, because unless the programs, you know, are really utilizing it, then there's nothing to be done, you know? It's such a casual pulling party though. Going so slow. Yo, M-Dub, no, no, that's one that won't happen. We will do no great sword leveling. Like if I really cared about Dark Knight, I would. Like when we're like 75, will I level it up? Yeah, maybe, right? But the reality is, for me, this Dark Knight is only ever going to be a Zerg job. It's not going to be a standard Dark Knight. It's going to be, give me the 2 hour, let's Zerg, and that's all it's good for, right? It really makes gearing really easy too with the Dark Knight when all you're going to do is just Zerg. You just don't need everything that you normally will get caught up with. All right, here we go. Is this the one? Can we get enough TP? We sure did. Let's see if we can get a little strength. We did. Now let's get our... Here we go. Here we go. Taru, yeah, dude, absolutely. You know, that's one thing too with Taru on my Ranger. Like because I'm a Taru, I'd lean real heavily on the agility side, not the strength side, because the difference is like innately is like 15 to 20 points right there. A great sword would have done it 100%, dude. Yeah, thank you, Hugin. That you run that reinstall or it's a wipe program. That'll make life a lot easier for you, because that's the one issue with the launcher. It puts shit in some weird places. The Warp Control would have done 500. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, definitely, Angel, you can trust what Hugin shares. Not to say it's always going to be that way, but at least right now I can guarantee there's no malicious intent. Yeah, and it's all because of the way the installation gets spread everywhere. That's part of the issue. No malware this time. So I'm hoping that they can get a bard. So I told the party leader that I needed a rep. I've not been kicked from the party yet. We'll see how this goes. I got a bad feeling. I'm gonna get DOS booted out of here. But we'll see how this goes. Yeah, no, the crazy back to the 5090 stuff, right? Like, it's not going to make this game any better. So you have to have some serious, you have to have some serious need for a 5090. Serious need. I mean, like, work is paying for it need. Or it's free. And by the way, any manufacturer that wants to hook the dog up with a 5090, be more than happy to work out a plan, work out a deal. So I did get a rep on the way. Hopefully they were able to get a new sync. Oh, I forgot to share this one with you. So we had some really good prog with blacksmithing over the weekend. Finally, my friends. Where is it? Where is it? Find it. It's here. There she lies. We finally got our 100,000 GP item for blacksmithing. It's the big one. So from here on, the rest are easy. But saving up that hundo, that was a lot. Yo, Angel, I'm glad you were able to get that reverted and get everything cleaned off the system. So now we just have like, what? I think 110K and I'm done with my smithing GP items. Maybe another month to 6 weeks, depending. You know, the one thing I will say, and I've said this continually with some of the other crafts that we've worked on, it is crazy how some crafts just like flow GP points and how a lot of other crafts just don't, right? Don't. I got so lucky to have like 5K plus turn-ins like every single fucking day, dude. Like it was nutty. Kale, thank you very much, man. I've done sold my soul. Although I'm still, this is the one I'm desperately seeking a goldsmither who wants platinum earrings because I've got to get this stupid goldsmithing done. I've already got the GP to buy the body. I just have to get like 2 or 3 levels of making platinum fucking earrings, platinum earrings at a loss constantly. Like that's another thing. Our economy on this game. Oh, did you really? It's terrible, dude. It's terrible. The economy is so fucked up. The way the economy works is the people who got lucky, leveled all these crafts in the beginning, control the world 100%. The fact that they buy at a significantly reduced rate, you're leveling Matt, and then make money off of it. And then when you get to that point where you could make money off of it, there's not enough meat on the bone for you to make money, right? It becomes this conundrum of just falling short on being financially good, right? But I've been slowly working on it. Like I said, my GP's done with goldsmithing. So I've already got the glasses. I'm just going after the body. And fingers crossed that I can work out something, because it's a lot. I probably, to get these 3, let's just call it 4 levels, to get these 4 levels, I probably have to make, Jesus, 48? No, maybe more. 60 earrings, and it's 2 ignits per earring. So 120. So it's 10 stacks of ignits at what? 60 times 4. So 240K a stack. So I need like 2.5 mil to front load it, to then probably only make 2 mil back, right? And lose like 400K, because like the ignits, so the ignits are pretty much like 20K a piece, but the earrings sell for like 34K. So every earring you lose 6K, and I have to make over 100 of them, or at least 60. Ridiculous. But just like how, you know, we're talking about us being bored or us finding boredom, the same thing goes with the crafters, right? Like you have these high-end crafters and they're just mass producing. They're just going for +1s, sucking up everything, and you're left losing money. Any craft really +60, I swear you lose money along the way. Like our red mage AFK'd on us. I believe they did. I believe they AFK'd. You know, a hilarious stat. So like if you notice in the little like box, so a coffer key hit the ground because everybody has one. I'd be curious, since the server started, how many coffer keys on Horizon as a whole have hit the ground. This is just where all of the XP is, right? Oh, looks like we're going to do some tier 2 HENMs today, but I do believe we are going to do, I do believe we're going to do not hard mode, we're going to do normal on tier 2. Okay. All right, let's see how this goes. So my rep should be here really soon. Although I'm not going to lie, them not being here now really worries me. We're going to be on Thief for in-game stuff today. We got 1 level this morning. That's not bad. So maybe we'll see how the day goes. Hopefully my energy level stays up, and we'll try our best to maybe even finish off Dark Knight today. I really hate to I hate to eat food. I'm gonna have to puke this up. You watch, I'm gonna eat this food. My rep's gonna show up in 2 seconds. Nasty. Give me that big drain. These drains are just ridiculous. Oh, weak sauce right there. We're really hoping that this rep gets here. Because unfortunately, I've got to switch to Thief, and all that gear is in storage. I've got to make sure I don't fuck up and forget to bring something. Happened last time. this. I'm serious. This rep is starting to get concerning.
Incoming tower.
All right. He's coming for the dog. Can we kill him in time? Not if my TP matters. Oh my god, 2 whiffs in a row. All right, so let's get a stick. We're gonna do birds to start. All right. What up, friends? So we're going thief heavy, huh? Shh. Not it. Happy to come along. No, they didn't kick me, M-Dub. No, we've got HENMs. HENMs coming up. And so we're gonna knock that out real quick. Sorry about that. Much gear. Don't. Yeah, I don't understand. That's one I've literally not gotten any information from. Been a little weird. Very possible. So we're gonna do tier 2 normal mode. Oh my god, I had this crazy situation earlier today. I had my paladin got kicked out of my XP party because he didn't bring any weapons. He had a staff. No, no, no. You know, the dog doesn't do that. Um, but no, this poor soul. We had a pretty hardcore party leader, and for whatever reason, they didn't bring a level sync weapon, and so they didn't have a sword, a club, a shield, nothing. They had a earth staff, and literally they got the boot. And the worst part about it, they didn't even get told they were getting the boot. They just got kicked in, like when the rep showed up. They literally just got booted. Booted and replaced. $63. I mean, this is like a Sky Party. But the bummer was, it was a Galka who only had 100 MP, so it wasn't even like he could. He was like a first provoke. It was an unfortunate situation. It definitely made for some comedy though on this stream. I'll be honest about that. It was nice to see somebody else be the asshole, not be me. What happened? Damn. Was that over the weekend? That was, oh, really? Oh, wow. Yeah, the thief does look good in the homing gear. So I'm getting filled in on this craziness that went down today with HENMs, specifically King Behemoth. Apparently it was all bugged and like, yeah, total shit show. Apparently everybody wiped. Everybody who claimed it wiped. Apparently it was teleporting, instacasting meteor, like it was crazy. But it's silly. It's silly to hear these guys talk about it. It's so five different link shells claimed. GM had to get involved. Yeah, yeah, and that was part of the opportunity, Bosun, that's coming through in Discord is people not agreeing necessarily with who it should have been given to after the fact, and then this free pop of it being an interesting way of handling it, which I think is fine. But look at my draw distance causing problems. There we go. Oh, really? Got you. So the problem was that it was such a shit show. It was so far off what anybody's expectation was. No one really could lay claim to it. No one put the flag in King Behemoth. Now, Tomo, I feel you. I was there, damn it. I mean, my fucking shoulder is killing a brother. Yet, it's going to be interesting. It's interesting. And I agree with the GM stance on stuff. To a point, it gets so out of control, there is no good solution for everybody. So we all have to just come to terms with whatever solution it is. Now, that's tough. That's tough. This is going to be awesome. We got 3 paladins, 6 thieves. Yeah, so if we have 6 thieves, I don't think that's necessarily the case, Brarius, that he bitched out. I think sometimes the problem gets so out of control, there's just not a good one. But I mean, you're going to piss everybody off regardless, right? So it's frustrating, and especially in that situation where you felt like you had claim. I get the vibe. But in other ways of looking at it, did you get bonus DKP? Now that I agree, that sounds like something was fundamentally an issue with the game. Yeah, it's a little dicey and frustrating. We got an eclectic group of folks going today. Og thinking it's an XP party. Got his band going. Yeah, and that's one of the things too, right? Is it's almost like we're playing an early access game, right? I mean that's the closest thing I can put a private server with is it's like early access. Like shit can be fucked. They cannot make a decision to remedy it that works for you, and then you're just stuck with it, right? You're just stuck with it. I apologize. I need to grab some meds. I can just feel this shoulder starting to get out of control today. So give me just a minute. Yeah, there's just not a way to handle that, dude. Well, and honestly, if anybody else is put in that situation of how to handle, I wouldn't put it past others of saying, you throwing your hands in the air, saying, I don't have many good options, right? And that becomes its own struggle. Well, and I agree with that statement of not necessarily following your own rules can make the case of why are there any rules if you're not going to follow your own rules. I get that. That's real. This is going to be so incredibly silly. Yeah, and it's a damn situation. And Barry, so, and this bows in both you guys. It's that damn situation when there's nothing that really can be done to make everybody happy without seeming like favoritism in either way. Or if they do follow the rules they state, you deal with even, I mean, what were there, 5 link shells there? 4 link shells? You're going to deal with what, 300 incoming bullshits? Look at all these fools. I've already got it, MW. So like from here, you're going to be looking for trotter boots. Give me 1 second. Just because I don't know who is going to be fucking THing, I'll TH. Yeah, but it's the rare exclusives, M-Dub. So it's the trotter boots is what we're after out of this encounter right here. Yo. We haven't seen a pair in weeks, dude. Oh my fucking god. Oh, you guys are rotating them? Yeah, we do this one. Trotter boots are what we need the majority of, I guess. Yeah, you know, luckily we've gotten, I think 4 or 5 pairs out of this. Plus a lot of the people already had, like actual, whatever they are. I've been paying attention. Yeah, I would say if you're able to do split runs, doing one bird and one something else would probably be the best. All right, we got our TH on this guy. We'll take that back off. So we have so many thieves. We're just dicking off, right? We got people using O clubs in this. We're just having all kinds of silliness. You know the upside to doing it this way? This is the total upside. No one's treasure hunter is to blame if shit doesn't drop. Can only climb up the hill so far. Probably style lock too, but I'm not gonna do it. Bro, that's like 2 auto attacks. Always about you, Hada. My food war. I'm probably switching. I'm not gonna puke. I'm not gonna puke this close to the end. This is gonna be the $1 million question. I'm gonna pose it to the link shell as we go to do our kill moves on everything. I'm gonna be like, you guys did treasure hunter, right? Somebody tagged? See if this happens. Dude, it's the best comp, Junior. What are you talking about? It's the best, dude. We've got O Club. We're trying to see how much TP feed we can do to these birds. See, there's no hard mode for tier 1, so we're trying to create our own hard mode by making it way too hard. Okay, let's see this here. Let's see if anybody did this. Somebody did treasure hunter this, right? With all these thieves. No loot. No loot. How did we get no loot? How the fuck did that just happen? No loot. One of the thieves, Junior. Normally we stay together in that lap. That didn't happen. Who dis? Devil's coming in. Welcome, my friends. We're showing you how to do tier 1 HNMs and get no loot. That's the goal for the day, is no loot, bro. How you doing, my friend? I'm trying my hardest to make prog. Oh, this is silly. Yeah, it's all good, Turtle.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
It was some unfortunates, dude.
Calm down. No.
You've been sick for 10. I had the flu last week, dude. It was not, my joints hurt so bad. Sorry that that's 10 days, dude, is a very long time. Yes. That's actually going back to the whole situation. Like, that's a pretty shit deal, right? Like, that should never be a thing. You got to wait for the bodies to disappear before you kill the third. Like, that is like the dumbest mechanic I've ever heard of. And I'll be honest, I've been doing HENMs the entire time. I tagged every one of them. I TH'd everything. What did I do on that one? Well, that's because everybody went to the one. It's not my fault they killed the first one too far trying to race deeps. Stop at 5%. Not my fault that bitch had 2% left. Bro. 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 I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. I think you guys, your DPS was so weak on the second one, you couldn't kill it fast enough so that a little Taru with his itty bitty sneak attack can't kill the one. I do the same circle I always do. I literally do the same lap. I TH every one of them. If we would have had a monk with a relic, I don't think we would have had that problem. I'm just saying. Very true statements. These are all true statements. Oh, Shovels, you were part of that? Yeah, dude. We were talking about that a minute ago. We were talking about that a minute ago. My only job today. My Only job today, I'm barred. I'm not gonna play another job ever again. Oh, right on top of you, dude? Oh, oh, they spawned themselves? They trolled you like that? Oh, dude, Shovels, that's terrible, dude. That's terrible. Trying to figure out what's going on here. Dude, that's crazy. Oh, God, like on the GM? Dude, hilarious, bro. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this. I'll tell you what, they're trying to figure out stuff. Let me take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Incoming party invite.
Sorry, I was muted. We're not gonna deal with tier 2 today. Let these guys have their fun. They totally got me all pissed. We'll flag up. We'll flag up and see if we can get an XP party. But it is what it is. Good luck to you guys at your tier 2. Oh, they didn't even have enough people there when they claimed it? They didn't have a kill party set up? Even with all the craziness that was already going on? Yo, Don, what up, dude? Junior, not it, dude. It wasn't this guy. It was the one of the few times, I can honestly say this, is one of the few times where it wasn't this guy. Wasn't this guy causing struggle? You good. Oh, that would have been a good use for it, right? That would have kept them from getting the boot. Not responding to Discord, sorry. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This has really just got me. I really struggle with this, right? I really struggle with this. I struggle with when I get overly frustrated, recentering myself and continuing to stream. That's like one of my biggest struggles, hands down. Hands down. Don't even want to play anymore. Brutal. It's brutal. Way too much gear though. So hard to keep shit organized. Because it's totally bled into both storage and the rest of the safe and the storage. It's too much. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I thought I could. We can't. So we're just gonna call this a day. Damn, and no one's on? Is anybody on to raid? I'd love to drop you guys somewhere. Unfortunately, it's just not happening. And there's not. It is what it is. Well, guys, we'll try to have a better day tomorrow. How about that? You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to find a smile. I've done Highwind already. Yes, thank you very much. I use that wonderful bot. That wonderful bot helps me out endlessly. You guys have a great one. We'll do this again. God damn, we'll have a better mood, I promise. Enjoy the rest of your day.